Welcome to the Nerd Mulisha, where we read comic books, talk about dope shit. We are down one man right now. We are Superfly-less.
Superfly crashed and burned, yeah!
Yet again, in the heat of the moment, another argument between the spoiler and Eli. He has been buried.
It's not an argument when it's a one-sided ass whooping. It's a big desert, Vexx.
It is
Lots of places to hide the buddy. Mm-hmm.
He is gone. He's done. It's over. Hopefully, he can dig his way out, Kill Bill style.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Not okay. Well, to Superfly
for the homie.
For the homie. Introductions, guys. So I'm your host of the show. I am Vexx, and I am joined with the man hailing from parts unknown, the king of all secrets, the spoiler.
Dig it!
So, guys, this is actually going to be a spoiler-led show, actually. Unfortunately, where I bring in my expertise, which is media and TV shows and movies, everything's on hold. There's no new news to tell you about, really. So, we are doing some deep diving, and there's been a lot of comic book drama somehow in a time of lockdown. Things have been going on.
People are going stir crazy.
So I'll pass this along to the spoiler. What are we talking about, man?
Well, over the weekend, I'm a big fan of all things Ethan Van Sciver. He got a death threat. He got a death threat on Facebook or Twitter or the social media, MySpace. I don't know, but yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, the guy threatened to beat him up at a con, and then
definitely.
And then it escalated to give me your home address, homeboy.
Yeah. Can you give us a little bit? Give those who might not know a little bit of backstory, the synopsis of what led to this.
Oh yeah. So Larry Hama, who's a legendary comic book writer, he did a run on G.I. Joe that really fleshed out the toy line and kind of brought it to life. And there's a group of creators right now in Generation X and that age, GX, that look up to him, man.
For sure.
Richard Seymour joined the military as a result of all the Larry Hama's work on G.I. Joe.
Really?
Yeah,
that inspired him, huh?
It inspired him.
That's pretty cool.
So there was a backlash on Facebook or something going back about how Hama was hating or just talking about Comicsgate and what we briefly touched on how they're lumped into
it's unfair,
undeserved pop.
Correct.
So Van Sciver came back at him and just respectfully said, there's no blacklist of people we won't work with, and just respectfully laying it out. And this guy, this owner, I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to give him any more pub, but it's in SoCal.
Dang, I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. He's in Long Beach.
Dang.
He threatened to first beat the fuck out of Ethan Van Sciver at a con. Van Sciver told him, hey, there's not going to be any more cons. You need to settle down.
Yeah.
And then, it all went up. Call the cops. I'll give them something to be concerned about. I'm going to come up there and blow your fucking face off. Now, Van Sciver's got a wife, he's got kids, and this isn't the first time he's gotten a death threat.
Oh, yeah.
He did a signing at a pizza place that's all superhero themed, man. It looks sweet. Original artwork. They had him draw on the wall. Went off without a hitch. No problems. The next day, the owner comes and his front window's kicked in.
That's horrible.
That's cowardly.
That is cowardly. I think on that point, man, Van, the guy who went off on Van, at a certain point, too much is too much. And I think at the very beginning, when he responded, it was already at a too high of a level.
I'm going to beat you up, yeah.
Yeah, it was really extreme. Larry Hama. Yeah, I really wish that, I don't know if he's responded since, but, Van's reply to Larry was, it was super respectful.
Yeah.
He talked about how he loved them, how they loved all his work, how this guy, how he did quality work, his content was great, and how Van and his guys are here now because that type of work isn't here anymore.
Yep.
All respectful. And then this guy comes in and talks about, I'm gonna come in and freaking do all this stuff. I would have loved if Larry chimed in and was like, hey, guy, calm down. Like, he didn't say anything disrespectful to me.
You're more butthurt about it than I am.
Yeah, and maybe tried to de-escalate the situation. But that didn't happen. I mean, but, yeah, man, there's...
A lot of keyboard warriors, man.
A lot of keyboard warriors. A lot of keyboard warriors.
And what did Mike Tyson say? Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Good thing, like, we don't live in, like, places like Seattle that have, like, mutual combat laws.
Really?
Yeah, like in Seattle, if both parties agree, and as long as they don't damage property, they are allowed to fight each other.
I'm moving. I'm moving. I like it. That's something we need here.
Yeah, there would be... it's safe to say, I don't think there would be as much drama if that was a thing.
Fighting solves everything.
I think it has... As long as you know, there's some people there to stop it from people dying. Like
I may know a guy who carries a briefcase full of waivers. You know, hey, if we're gonna do this, sign this right here. You're not gonna sue me. As soon as you sign it, I'm popping the mouth guard in. I mean, my friend's popping the mouth guard in. Let's do it.
For sure. I think Seattle should sublet their their state for.
We should get that on the next election, man.
Yeah, let's
proposition.
The high desert is perfect for it. There's so much room. Have at it.
But the parting shot, he closed it with the nutcase asked him, "Did you vote for Trump?"
Yeah.
And Van's like, "It doesn't matter who I voted for. Politics kills sales."
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, really?
It's true, man. But again, we talked about that, dude. Like, unfortunately, terms and labels and all kinds of crap, like, put you in a box. So much so that even for us, man, we got kind of a little like safety nudge, right? We got a little hand smack, and you know, for the better though. I mean, I think when. Yeah, man. Because Van is living his right to say things the way he wants to say it. Just the mere fact that he speaks his mind and he voted for Trump somehow goes. You know, other people who speak their minds and vote for Trump are racist, so you're racist. You know, like it's kind of weird that we.
Everything's racist.
And for me, like I've said multiple times, racism for me is different than how the general public looks at it, but that's neither here or there. But I just feel bad that this is something that's happened on the internet. This is something that's happened to Van, and it doesn't seem like I haven't checked on it, but it doesn't seem like the guy who did it has had any repercussions. Because last time I checked, I think like terrorist threats are illegal,
felony,
right? Like,
could you imagine if the owner of this shop threatened to kill somebody?
Yeah.
He'd be locked up
for sure,
till the rapture, and then
yeah,
hey guys, I'm still in here. Let me out.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on that, man. I send a shout out to Van, man. Sorry you went through that.
Take care of your family.
Yeah.
Anybody shows up at your front door, ventilate them.
Hey, yeah, for sure.
Wrong house, buddy.
Yeah, don't do it, man.
It's not worth it.
It's not. Don't show up to people's houses. You won't get the welcoming you think.
Nope, especially in the high desert.
Oh, especially in the high desert.
All right. Also, I guess the entitled crybaby boomers.
Okay.
America Chavez. I'm not a big fan of hers. She kind of like the spearhead for this current crop of comics coming out.
Okay.
But I guess there's an uproar over the rendition that Carlos Gomez did. I showed you the video.
Yeah, we watched it. I dug it.
You look good.
I dig it. Again, I come from an era. Oh man, I got all kinds of cool shit, man. As a teenager growing up, I got there used to be cards. I don't think cards are still around. Are the Marvel cards still around?
Nope.
I think they came out in comic book form and in card form, but they had like the swimsuit issues of the X-Men.
Yep.
And like
back in the day.
So like it was all. I mean, like it is what it is. Like if you want to call it a objectification, all kinds of stuff. Cool. Over-sexualized. Awesome. They got me through my lifetime.
Some pretty hard times.
Oh boy.
I
I enjoyed it. I mean, like I think the argument can be made that the way these comic books are drawn,
Right now,
or like back then,
look cool.
nobody. I don't think if I went to my Instagram feed, I got nothing but like snake things that pop up, and then cosplayers. I would say a good 90% of the cosplayers are not cosplaying comic books today. They are cosplaying the female characters from the 90s. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yep. And it's because of the way they were drawn.
Yep.
I dig it. I mean, like...
That Jim Lee swimsuit issue. I mean, it was cool artwork, man. Yeah. But now, you know, I guess if you try and do that, it's objectifying, and the sales show it. We need 90s style comics.
But, yeah.
The artwork was so much better. You look at everything on Indiegogo from Fragaboom, Van Sciver, and Richard Meyer. That stuff just looks cool.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff on the wall right now, not so much. Not so much. My kids could draw better than that.
So has the artist responded to any of this stuff?
Oh, no. Carlos Gomez, no, he's I haven't heard anything about it.
Good. I think that's his best bet.
Take the moral high road.
It's. I don't even want. I guess you call it moral high road, but I think this argument is like so beneath him. Like
J. Scott Campbell went through the same thing just recently too.
Yeah.
The guy that draws Danger Girl, all his characters. You mean another 90s style artist, and he caught all kinds of crap for the way he drew.
You're gonna, right now in the world, you're gonna catch all kinds of crap, and literally, it's gonna be from all kind of corners. But the thing to remember is, or to think about, and always keep in mind is like who your audience is, who's actually buying the comic books, and then I would say take it from there. The worst kind of critic is I want to say it's like somebody who knows little to nothing about whatever they're critiquing, you know. And at this point, that's what you got to take. You got to take these criticisms with a grain of salt. Like, is this somebody who just is just seeing this now, and is taking it out of context of what it is? Possibly, they don't know.
You talk about somebody who's spouting off about things they know nothing about. That's why our 6-man became a duo. Yeah.
He knew nothing and he had to go.
He actually thought Suicide Squad was a bad movie.
Yeah, that was horrible.
He liked Boomers of Prey.
Oh man, how could you? So, hey, did you see Zack Snyder did a new commentary for BVS?
Yeah, Watch Party, yeah?
Yeah, did you watch that?
I cut the end of it and he's like, well, if only they made a sequel. Hey, you're breaking my gimmick.
Yeah. Oh man, he's like the greatest.
Did you not like Sucker Punch?
I did like, not for the story though, but I did like Sucker Punch.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh man, visually, man.
300, great. BVS director's cut. All right.
There's actually, I'll send you this video. Like,
wait, whoa, what kind of video are we talking about here?
It's an amazing video, bro.
Boy, we talking about that Italian stallion stuff?
No.
Good.
This fan had put together his theory of what the Zack Snyder's idea of the DCEU was going to be, and basically he just went through like every interview, promotion, pretty much anything and everything Zack has ever said about his ideas for the DCEU, and put them together and like told like this cohesive story of how it would have ended, and it's just good. Amazing. Yeah. If only they had just let him
do it.
Finish it out, but by that time,
did you like Justice League?
I did not, man.
Neither did I.
Immediately, there's a couple things that I like and that I always want to see be done with Batman, and I think Zack did it and Nolan did it the best, and that was have Batman fight in a day, and Nolan did it with Bane in the last fight scene, which is pretty awesome. And then just like my interpretations of Batman is just like he's just like this bitter old dude. And Zack made him a bitter old dude. And like really just ruthless. And I thought that was brilliant. And just a sudden switch. And even Ben Affleck talks about it. Like he just did not like it. And it just made him just not one I could do. That's one of the reasons why he dropped out, because Justice League was just such a bad experience for him that he was just like, I can't continue doing this character.
It lost me when I saw Peter Parker playing the Flash. I don't mean physically, it's just that character became Peter Parker, wimpy, shy. I'm too scared to use my power.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
not my interpretation of him either. But I mean, like,
Cyborg was cool.
Cyborg was cool, and I just wanted to see
Gal Gadot was perfect as Wonder Woman. I'm gonna chop you. Sell it.
That's the only place where it lost me, man. I was just
Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman over geeky Flash.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd choose if I had to choose between those two characters or the actors who played them, I would definitely choose Gal. That's
agree to disagree.
I don't like the Flash they have.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Yeah, I would choose this Wonder Woman interpretation over that interpretation of the Flash. I don't know.
Gal Gadot was perfect.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
We've got to one of these episodes. We've got to all of us, including the body in the desert somewhere. We've got to
Weekend of Superflies. I'll hold them up and
yeah.
Weekend of Eli's.
We've got to do like a fan casting. Who we would cast for Justice League. And Zack Snyder's. We got to do that on the next one.
Well, Henry Cavill's perfect as Superman.
Oh, I think he's awesome.
Even Batfleck. I mean, I was pleasily surprised. I thought he was going to stink it up. Because whenever I see Affleck, I think of Mallrats. Every role he's in, he's the guy at that clothing store. Oh.
But he's good, man. He's good. I mean, like I was a huge fan. Me and Blake and I, we always marked out because he was the Batman, but he was literally comic book accurate Batman. Like, I believe they're the same height. I believe they weigh the same.
Yeah.
And like
cool hair.
Yeah, I was like, this is. I was like, we've literally got Batman. They're both rich. And I thought he was just awesome. Henry Cavill's just. He doesn't have to say much. He doesn't have a lot of lines, but he's just a huge person. Like, I think he's got to be one of the jacked actors out there for no reason.
Did you like Man of Steel?
I did, kind of.
Zack Snyder?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah.
It hurts you to admit it, huh?
It did. You know what?
You got a little bad taste in your mouth saying that?
Yeah, I did, because I love Superman so much. But I loved the ending. Everybody thought it was a bad ending. Like, I always said, like, they were like, oh, he killed Zod. And I was like, well, yeah. He had to kill to learn that he didn't like killing. Like, he needed that in his, like, he'll never do it again.
Yeah. I like it. I thought it was great.
I dug it. What else we got?
You said you got nothing from movies. Batista. He's going to be Bane in Suicide Squad.
Shut the front door.
I just saw it. I saw it on the information superhighway. It's got to be true.
Oh my gosh!
I can't read you.
That is great. No, that is great. I mean, hopefully somebody dub over him, but or something like, I don't know. I mean, like, Tom Hardy's did such a great job as Bane. That's they're kind of going back towards Schumacher's interpretation of Bane by casting Batista, but
another wrestler, Juice Swenson.
But like, cause like. I think like Tom Hardy's Bane was the, I wouldn't say the most accurate, but Bane's actually a smart guy. He's one of the few people who figured out who Batman was just by stalking him and going, and he figured it out, you know. So putting him back as like just a meathead is kind of, I'm just assuming, unless they make Batista smart. I don't know. But.
Why would Tom Hardy have this great performance as Bane and then stink to join up as Venom?
I don't know, man.
That was bad.
I think Tom Hardy is just an actor, and I think, like, you give him a script, he's just like, all right, cool. I don't think I would like to think he knew who Eddie Brock was. Or
Venom was Marvel's version of Green Lantern.
Was it really?
Movie-wise.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tons of promise. Look cool. Well, Venom didn't even look cool. That mask was terrible.
That was the first time. Again, I saw this movie with Blake, and we were like, This is not Venom. Like, what? I mean, sure, he ate people, but I mean, like, it was just, the whole tone was just off. I don't know.
I had that same feeling right about halfway through Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Oh, man.
I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Carrie Poppins? Really?
I recently rewatched, just stay on this topic for a tiny bit. I rewatched, was it The Last Jedi?
Oh. That's why you're in a bad mood.
And I didn't realize how bad it was until I rewatched it, right? And I was just like, wow, we were really spending a lot of time in this casino place.
How cool if they just had one Lando cameo there, man.
Oh man, yes. Can we talk about how Finn? I always thought like sooner or later, like Finn was going to be the son of Lando.
I can see that.
And I always thought like because he was so force sensitive, and the way they talk about how like as a kid he was taken away from like family stuff, I thought like wouldn't it be cool because his dad was around like force people all day. Maybe some of it rubbed off. You know, who knows? You know?
I became a Jedi through osmosis.
Yeah, hey. You know what I mean? Like, or I wouldn't say he would be a Jedi. To me, I feel like he just kind of senses when it's around or something. I don't know how they explain how his shit works, but yeah, I always thought like he's going to turn out. I think he's going to be Lando's son, and they didn't give it to like some girl who they just cut out anyway.
And they didn't even address it.
Yeah, which is so dumb.
They should have just let JJ do his thing and make a 4-hour movie, but no!
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad that was, man. Poe, the whole storyline with Poe and that general lady, it was like...
The purple-haired chick?
Yeah, it's just like, ugh, this is not good at all. Like, I think in the moment of watching it in the theater, I was like, this is so great! And then when I rewatched it, I was like, oh, man.
This is bad.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
What about that one scene where all the steam's coming up, and you think it's a ship.
Oh,
it's an iron.
Yeah.
I was like, really, Rian Johnson.
I laughed at it now. It's more of a better joke now that I know what he's saying with it. He's basically saying like you guys are stupid. And now that I know that, I'm like, what a good joke, you know? Like, what a good joke.
I saw it and I was like, this is a slap in the face. Because every Imperial ship or whatever, when they dock or they land, you have all the steam coming up. Looks cool, right? And he was just making a mockery of that and giving... So, right back at you, buddy.
Oh, man.
How do you lose $700 million? Ask Rian Johnson.
Is that how their total loss for this new trilogy?
Episode 7 made $2 billion. Episode 8 made $1.3 billion.
Good God.
And Episode 9, which was supposed to be the end game of Star Wars, $1 billion.
Damn.
How do you lose $500 million?
Right now, are they talking about...
Ask Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, are they adding Solo into that too, or...
No, that's just the movies. Solo didn't even break even.
Yeah, I know, man, that's rough. Can you imagine being those actors? I mean, Childish Gambino, or I forget it, Donald Glover. He's cool. He's all right. But like being a young actor and you get casted as young Han Solo, and you're like, this is my ticket out. Not so much. Not so much. And they had a stellar cast. They had a good cast.
For Solo?
Yeah.
Solo was great.
Yeah. They had Jarvis was there.
Jarvis?
Or the guy who plays the voice of Jarvis. The main bad guy of the story.
Oh, yeah.
I forget his name, but he's...
The drug dealer dude.
Yeah, he was great.
That was Jarvis.
Yeah, he's the voice of Jarvis.
Mind blown. Wow.
He's also Vision.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like...
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. And now Solo was good. Yeah, but they just lost all kinds of money, man.
That's crazy. That's insane. Stop losing money.
That's bananas.
But there is a hope. There is a new hope.
No, there's not.
And it's called the Mandalorian.
Okay, there's that. I thought you were going to say the High Republic.
I am not looking forward to that.
Nope.
I am not looking forward.
They're so hard trying to shoehorn Brie Larson into the Jedi.
Oh wait, she's going to be a part of it?
Did you see the concept art?
No. I had no idea.
Let me pull it up on my Google machine.
I had no idea they even started casting this.
No. The concept art for the books, there's a Karen who's got a lightsaber, and it's not good. It's very not good.
Well, we're looking forward.
No. No, we're not.
We're Googling this up. I gotta see what this looks like. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
No, that ain't it.
Yeah, that's not... I don't know what that is. Oh, we'll figure it out. Well, but... So, we can talk about Star Wars and Zack Snyder all day. What's the next topic you have on the docket? What are we talking about?
Oh, the owner reached out and said, comic book shops are a lot like In-N-Out.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's got that secret menu. You know, they don't publicize it, but
Okay.
if you know somebody who's been around, they can come in and ask for a 4x4 or a Flying Dutchman or whatever. So, pulls. Pulls.
Comic book etiquette or comic book shop etiquette is what we're talking about right now, guys.
Right. So, small example. About a month ago, before the world went on pause, Batman, 89, the first appearance of Punchline. Right.
Right.
Everybody and their mother came out of the woodwork. Do you have it? Do you have it? Do you have it? The day of release, some other shops, not this shop, were selling it for $20, $25 on day of release on a $3.99 comic. So to avoid all that, let's say Vexx comes in, that Andre guy, you know.
Yeah.
We'll tell you.
Yeah, we're talking about it. Yeah.
So he comes in off the street and says, "Hey, I want to set up a pull because I don't want to miss my comics day of sellout. You know, like with the Batman." And it's basically a subscription service, all done on the premise of the honor system.
Got it.
So a comic shop says, all right, they allocate their budget. Okay, we have enough in the budget for 10 copies of Batman. 7 Batman already spoken for with the customers with the pull. And then we have to have some for the wall, for the walk-ins who come in, and you don't want to turn that customer away. Sorry, we don't have the book. It's sold out. So when a new customer comes in and says, hey, I want Batman added on my pull. All right, that 10 we just budgeted for, now it's got to be 11 because this new Andre guy comes in, he wants Batman.
Right.
Comic shops under the current model by Diamond Comics Distribution, they have no returnability. In some cases with the smaller publishers, they offer that as an incentive to get you to go heavy. But the big two, no returnability. So whatever a comic shop orders, a comic shop buys.
That's it.
All those comics are already paid for.
They gotta move them.
They gotta flip them. They gotta flip them.
Profit. Yeah. Okay.
Small examples, or in small cases rather, the smaller publishers will offer returnability to get their books out. But the big two, there's no returnability. So whatever a comic shop buys or orders, they're paying for out of pocket. So if a customer says, "Yeah, I know I asked for Batman, but I bought it digitally," or I was at another shop and they had it there, so I got it. You basically cost the shop money.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just bad form. Everything's done on the honor system. A lot of other shops they'll take your credit card information, and Tuesday night when they've got the product, they'll go, "Okay, here's your stack. I'm going to run your card. Boom, it's paid for." I mean, you don't want it to come to that, but I can see why they do it.
Definitely, I can see why they're doing it. I mean, like,
this shop doesn't do that.
Right.
Maybe
but
they
should. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, like, the camera's not picking up this how long this wall is, but it here to, like, down there, and then these things behind us here are comics, and then there's some more stuff all over the place, but
28 feet of comic wall.
If you could imagine, all this is paid for, so the owner of this place is literally paid money. It's out. He can't get that money back unless he sells this. And then some guy comes in and gets a pull and doesn't pick it up. What do we do?
That's killing comic shops along
What do we do? Especially now in a time like this. Pick up your pool!
Well, another thing too, most shops, they'll give you a grace period. You know, they go, yeah, we because these books come out once a week, they'll go, we'll give you a month. Okay, well, this shop holds it for a month. And even after the fact, they'll hold it even past the month. Some shops I've seen, they go, okay, the books come out on Wednesday, we're going to hold them till Saturday. After that, they're back on the walls. So pick up your pull.
Pick it up. Take it out.
Hey, what time's WrestleMania?
I think WrestleMania is at 4, right?
Well, we got to hurry up. We got to watch night 2.
Night 2, man. Night 1. What did you think about night 1 of WrestleMania?
It was different.
It was
different.
That it was. This was good and bad.
Braun Strowman.
Oh man, that match was what it was.
It was a video game.
Yeah.
Hit my finisher.
Oh, they had several finishers stored up when they started, and they just.
That's all they did.
Hit.
What was it? 3 spears and then 4 power slams?
Dude.
Is that not the worst finisher ever, the power slam? It sucked when Davey Boy Smith did it.
The Rock had it, right? Wasn't he doing the power slam for a little bit?
No.
What did he have?
He's always done the rock bottom.
Not when he first started, right?
You mean when Rocky Maivia and he had the kid and play hair?
Yeah. Didn't he have, wasn't he doing the power slam? I think he was doing the power... who knows?
But it sucks.
It's just, yeah, for sure.
Running power slam sucks as a finisher.
Oh, man. what was so funny was I was like, I wonder if Goldberg's even gonna try. Did he try to jackknife?
Nope.
He did. I was like,
jackhammer.
Oh yeah, the jackhammer. Like I was like, this guy's too huge. He's not gonna go for it. But I knew going in, bro. I think we all knew that this was just gonna be a shit show, as far as Strowman and Goldberg goes.
So this is the second year in a row Goldberg's been a transitional champion, no?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I finally got caught up on the dark side of the ring stuff.
Oh, that was rough, right?
I like the New Jack one.
The New Jack one was great.
New Jack is my homie. Dude, he shanked the guy.
Oh, dude, in the middle of a match.
Yeah,
man.
in the middle, begin the match. You trying to handle me?
Yeah. My thing about New Jack, man, is he was like very Rick James in the sense of he was like cocaine was hell of a drug.
Oh
like,
yeah, I was getting high back there.
Yeah, he kept just getting high, and he was just another level. And then like to the point he's so far gone that like he beats up that old man.
Yep.
Gypsy, but then he forgets that the reason for the guy is no selling his moves is because it's part of his gimmick to no sell because he's
make
a
them
gypsy.
sell. Yep.
Oh man, and he just went all out. I remember watching that years ago on YouTube. The first time I saw that, and I was just like, "How did New Jack not get arrested? Like this is crazy."
I think I have a new favorite wrestler.
New Jack?
Well, it's gonna go 1A, 1B. Bruiser Brody, New Jack.
Okay.
Could you imagine that as a tag team?
No.
That'd be awesome.
Young New Jack or New Jack like?
Well, in their prime, you know.
Okay. No, I mean like, but which New Jack? Like the New Jack before he went to ECW or ECW New Jack?
ECW New Jack.
Because ECW New Jack is the New Jack just don't care.
Well, neither did the Smoky Mountain wrestler.
I think he was more contained. I think.
Wait. Shout out to my homeboy O.J. Simpson. Good job.
That's
awesome.
That's heat.
That's awesome.
That is great.
I love it. Yes. Yes. How come New Jack never did a program with Bubba Dudley? Could you imagine the promos?
Oh man, yes.
That right there, Bubba Dudley coming up with this Confederate flag.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Hire me. Hire him.
Oh, that would have been a great. I would have loved to have seen that, man.
Yeah. Could you imagine that in 2020?
Oh, yeah,
No.
No. There's a lot of there's so much stuff that couldn't happen now. Latino Heat couldn't have happened.
I want to get my GED like you, mamacita. You remember that?
La Resistance couldn't happen.
What, Frenchies?
The French Tickler, come on, man.
But Chuck and Billy would be tag team champs of the universe right now.
Chuck and Billy would never happen. Rico could never exist. They would get so shut down. And I love Chuck and Billy. Their theme music was so perfect. I like whenever WWE like recycles it and it comes up, and I'm always thinking like Chuck and Billy. But have you seen Chuck is like this mechanic guy now?
Really?
Yeah, like he has a show on like H&E or
like Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, he does that.
But with motorcycles, right?
Yeah, and he totally doesn't talk about his wrestling.
Wow.
Like he's just like done. He's done with it. WrestleMania was.
We came to a screeching halt.
Yeah, that was rough. WrestleMania, the Taker AJ match. I remember saying to you like, I feel bad for AJ just because it's a WrestleMania. It's a WrestleMania in which he's kind of. I guess wrestling Undertaker now at Mania is kind of an event. It's not the main event, but it is a big deal.
It's an attraction.
Yeah, and it's not. He's not going to get the whole WrestleMania thing.
Yep. Also,
like, I was like, it's just. I feel bad for AJ. He hasn't had the Mania except the one he had with Chris Jericho, but he hasn't had another one where he could be AJ Styles. Like it's just all been like kind of a watered down thing. He hasn't like shown out everything he could do. I thought it was going to be a waste, but then we got the Boneyard match, and it was interesting. What were your thoughts on it? What were your thoughts?
It looked cool.
It did.
It sounded cool. I thought I was watching Lucha Underground.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Wrestling wise,
yeah, it was not a wrestling match whatsoever.
not so much.
I love that they gave AJ's fist sound effects.
Yeah,
when he was hitting.
I thought it was cool when the Dark Order did their run in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? When those pallet walls came down.
Yes.
Like, oh
yes.
wow, the Dark Order just invaded WWE.
Oh, yeah, I kept expecting Stallone or Van Damme to show up.
The Expendables.
Yeah, like especially like when I guess you call him the Dark Order surrounded Undertaker, and he's all like, "Let's not make this all night, guys."
We're gonna do this.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, now we get catchphrases." Like I was like, "Oh my gosh,
dude!" Listen to Undertaker talk. You're going like, "Man, he wasted all those years doing the you will."
Yeah,
he would have been so much better off just using a normal voice.
Yeah, well, we got a little bit of that during the American Badass era.
Yeah,
right.
This is my yard. Yeah,
yeah, but I did think I did dig that though. To steal a phrase from you, I dug it.
Dig it.
Because you could hear them selling, right, and you could hear all the communication.
I'm sorry. Oh, now you're sorry.
Oh yeah, like when he grabbed him, he told him to die like a man. I was like, oh shit. Like I would be frightened of that, man.
If Undertaker was Clint Eastwood, huh?
Yeah, man, he got it all out. To me, I feel like if Vince could, all his matches would be this way. If he could get away with it somehow, he would figure it out. Because he's really into like movies and shit right now.
Is Abyss in WWE?
Is he in there?
That's what I heard.
Like as an agent?
I don't know. Abyss and Sanjay Dutt.
Oh well, Sanjay Dutt he's just the most underused talent to ever sign with WWE. That guy is just.
I keep getting Sanjay Dutt and Loki confused.
Loki is a dangerous man with a deep voice. Another guy who
Under the Dragon.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I'm sure he's.
Kaval, the World Warrior.
Oh, man, it would have been great if he.
Stupid.
If he stuck it out though, I think he would have done well.
What are your predictions for tonight?
Man, I am most excited for the Bray Wyatt and John Cena match. This after AJ and Taker, I can't wait to see what this is going to look like.
A funhouse match.
Yeah, and
you know Bray Wyatt's a big comic book fan, right?
Is he now? I didn't know he was a huge comic book fan.
Well, it's got to be. Look at that mask.
Oh yeah,
It's the Joker written all over it.
Oh man, that mask is so
stupid.
You don't like it?
I like it. I just don't like it on the belt.
Oh yeah, I don't like it on the belt either. But if anything, because like they're up and down with Bray, if anything, he could say that he has a custom heavyweight title. If anything.
But Bray's Triple H's boy, huh?
Is that the? It's
gotta be.
The story?
That's an NXT.
I don't know, man. I feel like Triple H has random.
Kevin Owens is his boy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, true. That's a good one. But like he's got a lot of like time into Mojo. Mojo's his boy. Like he's got a weird roster of like people who he's down for.
Can Mojo work?
I don't know. I've not seen like I've seen him run out and do some stuff with Zack Ryder. I've never seen him really like work. I have no idea what this guy do.
He's high energy.
That
you gotta get hype.
Mostly he's relegated to like this 24/7 title, which is basically the hardcore title. Just call it the hardcore title. Yeah. Just call it the hardcore title. Like, what are we doing?
So what's your prediction in the Fiend and Cena? Is Cena putting him over?
Yeah.
You got it at this point?
Definitely. Yeah, we know like Cena is in the Rock predicament right now. I think there will be a time, much like the Rock, where he will come back and do like a good 5 or 6 months. But right now, he's got like a bunch of movies coming out around the corner. I'm sure they have him scheduled to promote them. Suicide Squad being one of them.
Did I tell you about the time I wrestled The Rock?
No.
The Rock Don Morocco.
All right.
The OG Rock.
The OG Rock.
You remember that?
No.
You remember he was The Rock? He was the original Rock.
Who?
Don Morocco.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't know who Don Morocco is?
No. Look, put him on the Google machine.
Don Morocco. He's a...
Let me see what this cat looks like.
Unbelievable.
When in doubt, you guys Google him. You Google him.
Millennials don't know who the OGs are.
Oh man.
Don Morocco, yeah, back in the mid '80s, he was he came out in the '70s, Intercontinental champ, lost it to Tito Santana. You remember Fuji Vice?
Yes.
Okay, Master Fuji was his manager.
Let me see.
Google machine.
Stupid machine. Oh yeah.
That's the OG Rock.
Oh dang.
So see, he kind of got all. Kind of let himself go to whatever.
Yeah.
But then he hung out with superstar Billy Graham, got some vitamin S. and he became The Rock.
Oh man,
Don Morocco. I put him over.
Did you? Okay, that must have been a phenomenal match.
I wasn't going to sell for him until I got a couple stiff ones. He potatoed me pretty good and then knocked me out.
Dude, that guy is ridiculously jacked. Dear gosh. Oh, God, I'll put a picture up of this dude.
The Rock. That's the OG Rock.
The OG Rock. So I think he's gonna. I think Cena will put over Bray. We got Charlotte versus Ripley. I don't know which way that's gonna go. I honestly don't.
Charlotte's gonna take her.
Yeah. Because I was like, I didn't think Charlotte was gonna win the Rumble. I mean, she's already been like champion up to times. I mean, like, what is she at? Like 10 now or something?
Out of all the promotions, who is the best female wrestler right now? Don't say Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose. Okay. Mm-hmm. No.
I don't want you to get a strike.
No. I will all like doing it. It's Charlotte Flair, man. She's number one, bro. Like
head and shoulders.
No one can never. Sheesh. I would like to say that Charlotte Flair is popular based on her last name. Like that would be cool to be able to say that. Or
the work is there though.
But it's just she's just fucking
head and shoulders.
Dear God, yeah. Yeah, like the apple did not fall far from the tree. Like,
could she take a page out of Tessa Blanchard's playbook and compete with the men?
Yeah, if she wanted to. Here's the thing.
Look, Vince, I just gave you a good idea.
I think she could do it. I think she on TV she seems tall enough and she has the physicality to do so. And I think like they could tell an appropriate story of how she would beat a guy, of course. I don't think they should though.
No?
Nah. I don't think they have to. There's
misogynist.
I don't know. I just don't think there's nothing for her to prove. Like she's such an athlete. It's like Ronda Rousey. Like Ronda could fight a dude and like there is a huge chance that she could win, but there's no need for that. We don't need to see that. Nobody needs to know. Like,
stay in your lane.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like she's good. She's phenomenal, man.
So is Drew going to beat Brock?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I've been reading. I haven't been reading. My best friend Blake, he told me about.
Thought I was your best friend.
Well, on the weekends.
Oh, I'm side bro. I'm a side bro. What the heck?
He was telling me about dirt sheets were reporting that like Brock was like really pissed off about either being at Mania or like something to do with the match.
Because of the beer bug?
I don't know, man. Probably, but some other stuff. But
Brock's always pissed off.
Yeah, and if you know anything about like Brock, it's like he has like a love-hate relationship with pro wrestling, right?
He loves the money, he hates the work.
Correct. Like vice versa. I mean, like, God, man. Brock's another guy who's just super talented. He can get away with anything, but like I feel like Brock is kind of like one of those guys who fights for a little guy, and the way
fights for a little guy.
Yeah, like anything. Basically, Brock shows up. Like I honestly don't believe Brock wants to be champion this long. No. I think Vince is like, you got to be champion, and I'm sure Brock's like, well, we can give this to somebody. Like he's willing to lay down. So Blake was telling me that he was upset about how things were happening, and I think like maybe. What's his name was Drew was supposed to win, but post Corona stuff, and it wasn't going to be in front of a big audience. Hey, maybe Vince audible.
You can't say that word on
YouTube.
Can't.
Oh, okay. Well,
you got to call it the beer bug.
The beer bug.
You're gonna get a strike.
I think Vince, changed his mind and just let Brock be over. Maybe that's what pissed Brock off because he was like had all intentions of just dropping this title, and then Vince is like, nah.
I think they're going to put it on him.
You think so? You think he's going to get it? I hope so. I want it.
They're building up the redemption on it on the network and showing him his fall from grace. And
oh wait, he has a thing. Like what is it? Chronicle?
Yeah, Chronicle.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Edge one? 24?
No.
Oh man, that's great.
I barely got caught up on Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. the Benoit thing, but I have a newfound respect for New Jack.
Oh yeah, man.
New Jack's bad. Yeah. New Jack's my homie.
That Frank Grimes thing?
Yes.
That happened out here.
Yes. XPW.
Yeah.
LA. Yeah. That was right when the spoiler was cutting his teeth on the wrestling world.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, do I really want to get into this? Yes, I do.
Let me tell you, there's been there's a list of it's a short list. And there's probably only like 3 people on this list of like people like I was like kind of afraid of working.
Spoiler was number 1.
For sure. So we'll say 4 people on this. Spoilers number 1. And then the Briscoes.
Oh yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Them boys.
Yeah.
Them boys is crazy.
Them boys are crazy. New Jack. Like, not that there would ever be a time, man. But if somebody was like, hey, you're in it, like if it was like you're in the Rumble and also New Jack happens to be in that Rumble,
I'm good. I'm good.
You know what, guys? Thank you for my gum and taco, but I am going to have to dip out on this this event. Like it's just not gonna go. It's just not gonna happen. But moving on, what else is on the card for tonight's Mania? So we have Wyatt, we have Charlotte.
We got the Ripley and Charlotte. We got I don't know. It's too big for one night.
Oh, Brock.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Brock and Drew McIntyre.
We don't have any other events happening. No. Okay. Well,
Check the Google machine.
If there is, let's see. Will it come up like tonight's card?
Should.
What the heck?
Who's calling you? Blake.
Nope. Gracie's Insider.
This is boring. No one wants to watch this.
Well, we'll cut all this out. Okay. Edge and Orton is happening. I totally forgot about that. Street Profits. And, you know, I've never seen these guys work before. I've never seen Otis and Ziggler. Okay, I've been loosely following that storyline. Cool.
I like this guy.
Black. Yeah, he's got a cool gimmick.
He's a badass.
He's like a for sure updated Taker for sure. I think Aleister Black is literally what Taker tried to do with Undertaker and American Badass.
I think Aleister Black's too gothic for that.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, he's total gothic. Man.
But he's gothic, but without like druids. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Mark was trying to find that middle ground. Like, an Aleister Black is that middle ground. Like, he's not freaking mystical and stuff like that. He's like this gothic guy that will literally kick your ass. And I think that's what Taker wanted when he was like trying to balance that character out.
I see that. SmackDown Women's Bayley versus Lacey Evans versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks versus Tamina.
Oh, Tamina's actually working tonight?
They dug her up. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Superfly Tamina.
Oh man, I wish they would have pushed her so much more. I really do.
They didn't push her away from the buffet table.
Oh, spoiler.
I was there with her.
Spoiler.
I was there with her. That lady right there, she's got money written on her.
Really? I do not.
You don't see it?
I don't see it. I think
Lacey
it's like
Evans?
I dig her look. Her look is very, so funny that we're talking about Tamina. Her look is very Cherry from Sin Snuka's tag team when they were like from the 80s and stuff, or from the 50s. You remember that tag team?
Cherry. Oh, the Deuce and Domino?
Yeah, and yeah. Cherry. It's very that Deuce and Domino.
She's doing the whole Southern Belle, sophisticated.
Yeah. I think they could get it over better. I think they could do a better job of what they're doing.
That's my prediction. She takes it.
Lacey?
Yep.
Yeah, I think. Is she big? Is she really like not big as a person, but is she over in the universe?
She's getting a push. They were bringing her daughter into it, and yeah.
Okay. Well, then maybe they'll give it to her.
Look, we gotta go watch wrestling.
All right. Let me just look at this card a little bit more. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Cause it looks stacked. Well, guys, we talked about it. Talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of wrestling. We talked about more wrestling than I think we've had in this video before, which is really cool because I want to incorporate some more wrestling.
I love wrestling.
Yeah, so do I. So we'll talk more about it. But
don't you know some wrestlers?
I do. I know some long-haired, super kicking assholes.
But they're good Christian boys.
Yeah, oh man, they are.
But they don't like to nail things down, huh?
Oh my God, Henry.
Who?
Spoiler.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Sorry, I forget.
Henry's out with Andre right now.
Yeah. As usual, guys, thanks for stopping by. You know what? I do want to get some other wrestlers on here. How did you say that? I'm gonna reach out.
The Chief. Marty the Fly.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll reach out to the Chief, and I'll reach out to
Rudy Rogers.
I'll reach out. Oh, you're such a mark for this guy.
Dude, I'm telling you, that guy's going to be a world champion
Oh
one day.
my gosh. I'll reach out to Rudy Rogers to see like if I can get him up here for sure.
He needs a manager.
Oh man. And I'll
Someone's
let you
been around the biz. The light bulb just
I
went off.
don't even know why you're such a mark for Rudy Rogers. You just love him so much. Okay, we're going to see if we can get any of these guys here. As usual, guys, thanks for stopping by. Stay excellent, and we'll catch you guys later.
Hit like and subscribe and share it.
Hit it!